Yo, Andrew here, $1,000 car guy. We're running out of daylight. We're just trying to get something real simple accomplished, and my lens is about to fog over. We're going to do a quick couple things to the, I keep wanting to say Suburban, the Yukon XL Denali, or the Denali, or the there goes the lens. Alright, let's get started. Part one is we need to shuffle the cars around so that we can move the Denali into its working space, because right now it's parked out in a big pile of ants. First thing we're going to talk about today is the hood. So the hood latch isn't free flowing. It's not working the way it's supposed to. So we're going to pop the hood and essentially oil all this down with some WD. Make sure that the mechanism is doing what it's supposed to, because I can see it's already pretty rusty in there. These cans were like $2 for the giant can at Harbor Freight. Mosquitoes are already out. And let's see if that did anything. Well, it didn't do that before, so that's a bonus. Easy fix. As funny as this sounds, I don't know if the motor that shoots the cleaner all over the windshield works for the wipers, so I'm just going to pour some water in there for the time being just to see if it actually functions. I'm starting to think there may be another problem. So we don't currently have a wiper motor that's able to, you know, wash the windshield. Well, never mind that. The next thing I'm going to do is try and remove this license plate bracket holder. Let's pick this up tomorrow. These four things that hold on the license plate bracket holder are actually riveted in place. There's a couple ways to go about it. You could either drill them out and hopefully get the right size, or you could just do this. Take a flathead screwdriver, slide it in between, underneath, however you can, and just launch it into yourself. Once we get all four off, we'll take a look at the damage. So it just falls off and you're left with this dirty spot behind where it was. You're also left with the remainder of the rivet sticking out. And they are metal and sharp, so be cautious. What I got here is a very small pair of vice grips. I'm not sure if I can actually pull it through this end. My guess is no. I think a lot of people just push it inside the bumper so it doesn't interfere, and I guess it just falls out someday. There we go. That was easy. Maybe if it's something you care about, don't take so much ridiculous force with it, but I don't really care. Straighten it out and then push it through. Problem solved. Well, like most things in life, it looks better wet. For this next part, we're going to have to step inside the truck. This is something that I noticed on the way back home, you know, the 186-mile journey back to my house. Let's get inside the truck. So I'm sure you can hear the blower fan working right now. And it just got quiet. And now it's blowing on my hand. Give it a couple seconds. Now it's gone. Now it's up on the vents again. Now it's blowing out of the vents. Give it a couple seconds. Now it's down on my legs. And now it's up here by my hand again. So it's oscillating. Let me show you why that's happening. So the blower control is underneath the dash. This is all like 99 to I think 2006 models. So underneath the dash, we're going to do the best with the light that we got. You see those wires up at the top there? They're going to something called the blower control or fan motor control, whatever you want to call it. So the right thing to do at this point is to remove that component, replace it with a known good one, put it back in, and you're good to go. What I'm going to do, since I'm too cheap about these things, is wait for it to be in the position where it's blowing, you know, on the face or, you know, in front of me. Shut the car off, go underneath, unplug it, start the car back up, and see if it stops oscillating, because now the gear doesn't have anything to tell it to move, so it should be stuck in that one position. Fingers crossed. Alright, just reach down, unplugged it. We're gonna start the truck back up. Give it a second. Oh yeah. Alright, so now we've got full force basically up front. We lose the vents and the legs, but I don't really care. Also the rear control took a second to turn on there. But anyway, that does work. Now we've got fans up front. It feels colder than the air outside. It's got to be like 93 degrees right now. This feels pretty okay. We're also going to check to see what the pressure is in the AC system. I guess we will do that next. I can't find my little doohickey for charging up the AC or checking what the pressure is. We might find it in a little bit. But there is something I need to do. I need to throw the passenger seat back into the Miata. That's sitting right there. And a friend gave us this Target top. He was going to throw it out. It's for a Corvette. I thought we should check to see how it fits. Because it'd be pretty neat to have a roof on it, but we're a little shy in the back. And it may just be a lot cleaner to, you know, cut out a piece of sheet metal that properly conforms to the top, or potentially make some sort of bimini top for it, just so we don't get totally soaked in the rain. I mean, it's gonna come through, but we can at least limit it if we're sitting still. Yeah, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Not sure if you guys have seen this yet. Depends how much you watch my channel and my other channel. But I did get a pair of LED taillights. They are all wired up and they do function the way they're supposed to, but they're not mounted yet. We're gonna have to talk to Kevin and see if he can bend us up a piece of sheet metal that covers the whole back here and then folds down. So just a big L bracket basically, or a piece of angle. But I would like something tall enough so that it covers up all the way down here. And then we need a way to weld on our rear bumper, but I basically just want to cover it. The lights may end up moving in really close, but I can't really do that because I need to have my license plate bracket right in the middle, and then my hoop. I don't know. We gotta draw some stuff up and see how this all looks on paper before actually doing any physical work. But I guess I can show you those lights. I mean, that'd be pretty neat, right? We'll start with reverse lights. Or not. I think I've got a completely dead battery. Don't worry about that humming, that's my battery charger. Here's the reverse lights. Normal driving lights, turn signals, and brake lights. So like I was saying, we just gotta find a way to mount them in the best place possible. I'm not really sure. I think I may need to take a picture of each in their proper size. That way I can place them accordingly to where they should go. Also, something I want to focus on is creating a new front bumper for this, or bash bar as some people call it. And then maybe some LED lights that can kind of fill in these holes on each side. That might look pretty trick. We're kind of going with the whole Lotus motif here. Well, except for the looks. The idea is make it as light as possible. That way you only need a small displacement engine for now to get you going where you need to. I'm not really sure what else to film in this episode. I wasn't really prepared to make one, so we might be leaving it there. We'll see if I can come up with any ideas for the rear bumper, and then possibly something for the roof. Yeah, we'll see. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next episode.